Jimmy, Cullen, you're very welcome to the Purple Sessions.
Thanks very much. It's always a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, it's great to have you back.
Yeah,
You're always a welcome face.
yeah, it's always one of my favourite gigs, so it's great to get up so often anyway.
Thank you very much.
I hear thunder and I see the rain. It's rolling over these hills again. And I see mankind stumble and fall. Still of life's beauty, all that's left is war. Can't you hear it coming over the hill?
So, where are we at now?
Well, we've just had the busy year, I suppose. 2014 was a bit of a hectic one. So I had the third album out and just really went mad on the tour, and so I think we did about 75 dates in about 6 months, so it was kind of...
That was some job.
It was probably a bit too much even looking back, but it was good fun anyway, and I think it'll probably be the biggest one I'll ever attempt anyway.
Can't you hear it coming over the hill? Can't hear it coming. Pretty soon you will.
You filled your diary with a lot of new names, new contacts.
Yeah, that's it. Just I kind of had a few years out there with hearing trouble, so just didn't even know whether I would be back, kind of. So it's so nice to actually be given a kind of an all clear now.
Oh, that's great.
So just kind of making the most of it, I suppose. So yeah, getting around the country wherever I
Can't
can.
hear it coming. Pretty soon you will. Oh, 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 oh.
How long have you been on the road doing this music?
Well, it's actually 10 years now this year, so
Okay.
it's been quite a 10 years actually. So I suppose I've been doing it kind of, I suppose, seriously for 10 years, and before that then there was always music in me, I suppose, since I was a young child, because
Yes.
I kind of remember being in talent shows and musicals and I suppose loads of different things like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think wasn't until I was about 14 then the rock kind of thing hit. Got a copy of Nirvana's Nevermind, and that was kind of it for me.
That was what started you, was it?
Yeah, gee, that was when I knew I wanted to be a songwriter and in a band and do that kind of thing.
Tell me why does this got me questioning the way I live now? Propaganda TV screen gonna tell me everything that I need. Subliminal messages coming right into my home. Well, I ain't gonna let them in my mind. It's my own, 'cause now I'm free to live my life. I'm free to live where I wanna live, and I don't really care anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna live my life in my own way. I'm free.
PLC course in performing arts, and I signed up for an open mic night, and it kind of dawned on me then that I didn't have any of my own songs, so I think I had about 5 days where I wrote about 5 or 6
Wow. Yeah.
originals, and they kind of went, some of them kind of were on my first album even, so
Okay, so they stuck with.
yeah, and from that moment on, I think there was always just that was it for me. It was singer-songwriter was what I was going to do.
Free to live where I wanna live, and I don't really care anyway. Yeah, gonna live my life in my own way. I'm free. Yeah, so now you should free your mind, you free your soul, you free everything inside, and your heart is your own. So free your mind, you free your soul, then you free everything inside, and your heart is your
When I
own.
first started writing songs, even I kind of hitchhiked around the country a bit because I had no car, and I just really wanted to get out and do the gigs. So that's kind of what had to be done. A bus was kind of a luxury even sometimes. So yeah, it was nice. It's good though. I've kind of got so much, many different experiences on the road, and so many cool things that have happened.
To live my life, I'm free to live the way I wanna live, and I don't really care anyway. Yeah, gonna live my life in my own way. I'm free. Thanks a million. Cheers.
I suppose that the tour I did in Austria was kind of a bit of a disaster, really, but it was a great experience at the same time.
Na, 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 na.
I kind of ran out of money. The guy who was booking the gigs kind of had over-exaggerated how much he was going to get paid, so I remember having to busk to get a train back to get my flight home.
See that woman on the streets, little baby crying at her feet.
Still €10 short, and I had about half an hour left, and this little girl came up and she made her mother buy a CD off for a tenner, so it was exactly what I needed, so it was kind of like it was supposed to happen, I suppose.
Yeah.
See that man is all alone. He's in a cardboard box he calls his home. And now it's getting really cold, and it's freezing right down to the bone.
The first time you played the Purple Sessions, I remember being struck by your guitar had the message that Willie Guthrie's had, this instrument, Killen's bassist, and your songs, you had quite a few protest songs and songs about what's going on, and you were asking questions, and it struck me that you know that was a route that you were following, the kind of Dylan route. Would that be fair to say? At that time,
Yeah, no, it's very fair to say. I know when I started out, I never really set out to write political, social songs, but it was just what I wrote, so I kind of went along with that, and it's always been something that's been in my mind.
Didn't you look away and walk right you said, didn't I? Didn't you look away and walk right you said, didn't I? Didn't you look away and walk right you said, didn't I? Didn't you?
Yeah, and I never sit down actually to write a song about a particular thing, but it tends to be, I suppose, subconsciously what I'm thinking about at the time. And just lately now, that's kind of with things like Gaza, Israel, and Syria, just everywhere you look really now at the moment, there's a war, or there's people kind of homeless, or even in Ireland there was a huge epidemic with homelessness. I think they're under serious pressure. I think there was something like 6 new people a day in Dublin now, they were saying, are kind of becoming homeless. So even at home and all over the world really, it's just, it's something that I suppose subconsciously I do think a lot about.
Look away and walk right you said, didn't I? Didn't you? Na 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 na.
And now the new album's very, very kind of, I suppose, very kind of politically, socially aware. So
full of statements.
yeah, I suppose it is,
Yeah,
but it's something that I've been kind of, I suppose, angry about things that are going on in the world, and upset, and
because we've had a lot of love songs, haven't we?
there's
Relationship songs.
That's it. Yeah, there's plenty of love songs out there. So, and there haven't been many kind of protest singers since the 60s and 70s, even, I suppose.
Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Thanks very much.
How do you feel now? 10 years. That's a big marker.
Yeah,
How do you feel about music and what you do?
At the moment, definitely, I still think I have the passion that I did when I started out. And I know from time to time it can dip down, and you just take a break for a little while, and you kind of have to keep things fresh for yourself, I find. I know when making the last album for me took a long time because I had trouble with my ears, so it was about 5 years in the making. And then by the time it came out, it was kind of, I'd heard the song so many times. I do like to work kind of faster than that, I suppose, and write and record quickly, and then just get out and move on to the next thing. I kind of find that's for me.
Can't believe what I see. Every day I turn on my TV. How many more have to die? How many more bombs will fall on innocent lives?
When you're doing live, does it vary much from night to night? Would you tend to change how you approach a song from night to night?
I do sometimes actually. I did play in bands for a long time, but I do love the freedom of being on stage on my own, and basically you want to do a breakdown in the middle and try and get everyone to sing along, you can do it. I think personally I just found with bands sometimes you kind of have, as you practice it, you need to kind of, one guy can't go off and start throwing in bits that nobody has heard of yet, so it does give you that freedom when you're on your own, I suppose, and you can mix up a verse and a chorus.
No more lies, time is running out, you gotta take a look around.
I have a new album kind of written now, so hopefully even next year that'll be out, so that'll be number 4 then, hopefully anyway, in the bag. And I have a couple of songs even written then that I might be another album, so I'm just having a good time at the moment with the writing's coming. There's a lot of things coming, so, and then it could be 2 or 3 years with nothing, so you have to kind of take it when it's there and kind of use it.
There must be a way, and there must be a time that we can learn to live together side by side.
Jimmy, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Yeah, as always, thanks very much.
I'm delighted to see you back now in Purple Sessions again. I know we'll have a lovely set from you. Jimmy Cullen, thank you very, very much.
Thanks a million, cheers.
Cheers.
To help each other when we can. Now every woman, every man, but all we ever do is fight and kill each other all the time for religion, race and land. Now is the time to make a stand. So there must be a way, and there must be a time that we can learn to live together side by side. And we were brought into this life to stand together side by side. But still we live with this divide that comes between you and I. So until that day it finally comes, no, we will never be as one, one and all the same, just born to a different place.